like an eco-friendly paradise.
Hello guys, welcome to Let Me Blog About It. And today I would like to blog about boxing's greatest unsung hero, marvelous Marvin Hagler. Hagler was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1993 and ended his career with a phenomenal 62 wins, only 3 losses, and 2 draws, which includes iconic 52 knockouts. Wow. It seems to me that someone's knockout record is larger than another legend's entire boxing record. And this is why I call him boxing's greatest unsung hero. Hagler, born Marvin Nathaniel Hagler, originally from Newark, New Jersey, started his boxing career mostly in the city of Boston in 1973 until he got his big break in 1979 against a boxer named Vito Antuofermo. This fight was a war. I mean, a classic Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed match. And Vito not only fight like Rocky Balboa, he looked like him towards the end of the match. The fight was an epic battle, with Hagler coming in strong in the early rounds, but Vito wasn't having it. He fought violently and actually pressured Hagler to box him. But I felt the last 2 rounds went to Hagler, which is the reason for why the decision at the time to decide on a draw was such a controversial one. Vito retained his title, but Hagler was now fighting on a global stage, and he fought marvelously. But no matter how many knockouts he was accumulating, many of the sport felt like his skills were being underappreciated. So much that Marvin Nathaniel Hagler legally changed his name to Marvelous Marvin Hagler because the announcers refused to announce him as such until 1982. Talk about hating on a man. Boy, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of hate. How do you think I became store manager? Boy, I've been dropping dimes on everybody at that job for 40 years. Marvelous really was one of my all-time favorites because he really lived up to the name. Bob Arum once said that Hagler was a real man, loyal, and just a fantastic person. Despite the Vito fights being so epic, I say fights because Hagler would go on to avenge his draw against Vito Antuofermo. The Hagler vs. Hearns fight, however, was his most memorable fight, not just in his career, but all of boxing. It was in Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada, 1985. Hearns would go into the fight looking to trade blows with Hagler, which was exactly what Hagler wanted, due to the fact that Hearns was 3 inches taller with a 3-inch reach advantage. The first round was a slugfest, but by the second, you start noticing that Tommy's confidence in slugging with Hearns starts to falter. Tommy proceeds to move backwards, trying to create some distance so he could land with that signature right hand. But Hagler's was just relentless. Hagler was so relentless, just stalking Hearns, connecting with staggering shots over and over again until this happens.
Another look as we watch it at the end. Hagler with that right hand, that lunging right hand. Hearns turning his back on him, and then you'll see Hagler come in and deliver a right to the side of the head. Hearns backing off again, taking the right hand. Legs gone at that point. Down on his back, got up at the count of 10.
Have you ever seen anyone smile as they're getting their ass kicked? Hagler will only go on to fight 2 more times in his career. First stopping John Mugabe a year later, then later fighting Leonard. The Marvelous One had his final fight against Sugar Ray Leonard. The fight was fast-paced and excellent, with Hagler landing most of the power shots, but Sugar Ray landing with more combinations. No matter who you had winning that fight that night, that fight was a master class in boxing. Unfortunately for Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard was just a more popular fighter. Hagler lost that night by split decision. Recently, Marvelous Marvin Hagler passed Saturday, March 13th. Boxing will surely miss this icon, and his family will surely miss a loving husband and father. My condolences. Thanks for watching. Let me blog about it.